Ready. Play.
About the Moscow title.
Yep.
Thanks for pointing that out, Jake. So we'll move on to what is going to be one of the more, certainly on the women's tour, draw, the more exciting matchups that's going to pop up in the fourth round. That is going to be Aryna Sabalenka versus Mirra Andreeva. So Sabalenka came through Clara Towson, the winner of the Auckland title, 7-6, 6-4. That was on the Rod Laver Arena, and all the way out on the 1573 arena. Mirra Andreeva, she had to do it the long way round. She came through in 3 sets against Magdalena Freck, 6-2, 1-6, 6-2. What did you make of those two in terms of their performances? And we're going to have the Brisbane semi-final matchup or rematch. Do you think it'll go differently to how that match went last time?
Not really.
Not really, right? Okay,
maybe
that's sorted.
maybe tighter
Yeah.
than 6-3, 6-2, maybe.
Yeah.
But Sabalenka, yeah, I mean, it hasn't been as clean as a run as she had last year. But still, this was a very tough challenge. And I feel like we've seen a better version of Sabalenka than in the previous 2 matches, despite the scoreline being tighter. I feel like, her shots are starting to get into into the level they should, in order to start visualizing here with the Australian Open trophy once again. And I just feel like you need to have that extra gear in order to beat her. She's also looking strong mentally. If she gets pushed like today, she's still able, to found something more in herself, like the tie break, or actually today when she was serving for the match down 15-40. She gets broken back at 4 games all, and she manages to save so many game points, and then just use the second one in order to break once again. And Andreeva not looking that good, actually. So I'm not really expecting Andreeva upsetting Sabalenka this time. I feel like Aryna will reach once again another Grand Slam quarterfinal. She, the Sabalenka, which could have been, a bit soft mentally, is really gone, actually. I really don't doubt her from also that point of view. I feel like, she's always had a great fighting spirit, but right now this fighting spirit is, locked into the toughness way, the way of the mental toughness. Maybe she can, not convert a lead against somebody like Mukova or Goff in a final or in a semi-final, but, throughout the tournament, I feel like she has become very, very tough. I'm backing her in straight.
No, I think we're probably going to see a similar result as what we saw in Brisbane. I suspect it'll be two straight sets. I think it'll be, maybe they won't be like overwhelming in terms of the scores in those sets, but I think there will be 2 sets towards Sabalenka, probably a break in each of them.
Probably.
But it's still good progress for Mirra Andreeva to make the second week of the Australian Open again, and to be able to continue to show that level of consistency on the main tour. And yeah, it's just Sabalenka straight is just able at the moment to be so clinical and so clean at getting through all her matches. I mean, similar to what we were saying about Alcaraz and Sinner sort of making their way through the draws quite comfortably and really under the radar. She's been doing the exact same thing. I mean, yes, her second and a third round match have been like first on Rod Laver Arena, which has helped her to sort of stay out the limelight as she's been getting through the tournament. But it's still, you still need to win these matches, and she's been able to do so with a great degree of ease.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.